Are you one of the rare few? The kind of person people don't fully understand while you're around, but once you leave, they realize your energy can't be replaced. In astrology, every zodiac sign has power. Every sign brings something different to the world. But there are a few signs whose presence is so unique, so emotionally powerful, and so difficult to copy that people remember them for years. Today, we're revealing the 4 zodiac signs that are truly irreplaceable, and by the end, you may realize why losing one of these signs feels different from losing anyone else. When people talk about zodiac signs, they usually focus on the obvious traits. Aries is bold. Taurus is stable. Gemini is curious. Cancer is emotional. Leo is confident. Virgo is analytical. Libra is charming. Scorpio is intense. Sagittarius is free-spirited. Capricorn is disciplined. Aquarius is different. Pisces is dreamy, but astrology is deeper than one-word descriptions. A zodiac sign is not just a label. It represents a pattern of energy, behavior, emotion, instinct, and personality. Some signs are naturally loud with their energy. You notice them quickly. Others are more subtle. Their value is not always obvious at first, but over time, they become impossible to forget. That is what this video is really about. Not which signs are better. Not which signs are more popular. Not which signs get the most attention. This is about the signs that bring something into people's lives that cannot easily be duplicated, because some people entertain you. Some people comfort you. Some people teach you. Some people challenge you. But a rare few completely change the way you feel, think, love, and see yourself. Those are the people who become irreplaceable. Before we reveal the 4 signs, we need to understand what irreplaceable really means. Being irreplaceable does not mean being perfect. In fact, many irreplaceable people are complicated. They may be intense, sensitive, stubborn, private, unpredictable, or difficult to understand. But what makes them unforgettable is not perfection. It is impact. An irreplaceable person leaves a mark. They make people feel something deeply. They bring a kind of energy that others cannot easily copy. They may make you feel safe. They may make you feel seen. They may push you to grow. They may open your mind. They may expose truths you were avoiding. They may help you become a stronger version of yourself. And this is where many people make a mistake. They assume the most valuable people are always the easiest to deal with. But sometimes the people who affect us the most are the ones who challenge us. They don't just agree with everything. They don't just stay on the surface. They reach deeper. That is why irreplaceable signs are often misunderstood. People may not recognize their value immediately. They may only realize it when that person stops giving their energy, stops showing up, or finally walks away. The biggest challenge with these zodiac signs is that their most powerful qualities are not always loud. Some signs do not constantly announce how much they care. Some do not beg for attention. Some do not explain every sacrifice they make. Some do not show emotion in the way people expect. And because of that, they are often underestimated. People may notice beauty before loyalty. They may notice charm before emotional depth. They may notice confidence before consistency. They may notice excitement before wisdom. But the deeper qualities are often the ones that matter most in the long run. Think about it. The person who remembered what hurt you. The person who knew something was wrong before you said it. The person who helped you fix your life quietly. The person who made you question your entire perspective. The person who told you the truth when everyone else was being fake. These people may not always be easy, but they are rare. And once you experience their presence, you realize they gave you something most people never could. Now let's talk about the 4 zodiac signs that are truly irreplaceable. The first irreplaceable zodiac sign is Scorpio. Scorpio is one of the most misunderstood signs in astrology. People often describe Scorpio as mysterious, intense, secretive, passionate, jealous, or powerful. And while some of those traits may be true, they do not explain the full depth of Scorpio. Scorpio is irreplaceable because Scorpio does not live on the surface. This sign is connected to truth, transformation, emotional depth, and hidden realities. A Scorpio does not just want to know what you say. They want to know what you mean. They do not just listen to your words. They watch your energy, your silence, your eyes, your reactions, and your patterns. That is why Scorpio can feel almost impossible to fool. They sense things. They notice when someone is pretending. They notice when the mood changes. They notice when loyalty is not real. They notice when love is spoken but not proven. A Scorpio's presence can be uncomfortable for people who are used to hiding. But for people who are ready to be real, Scorpio can become one of the most powerful connections they ever experience. What makes Scorpio truly irreplaceable is their ability to transform people. When a Scorpio enters your life deeply, they do not usually leave you the same. They awaken emotions you tried to bury. They expose truths you tried to avoid. They make you confront your fears, your desires, your wounds, and your hidden self. This can feel intense, but it can also be healing. Scorpio has a way of pulling people into emotional honesty. They may not accept fake smiles. They may not believe empty promises. They may not be satisfied with shallow explanations. Scorpio wants what is real, even when what is real is painful, and when Scorpio loves, they love with depth. They may not trust easily. But once they truly trust someone, their loyalty can be fierce. A loyal Scorpio is not casual. They protect. They defend. They remember. They stand beside the people they love in ways that are hard to replace. But here is the problem: Scorpio's intensity is often misunderstood. People may call them too much, too deep, too suspicious, too emotional, too private. But the truth is, Scorpio simply feels life at a level many people are afraid to enter. That is why losing a Scorpio can feel so different. You may find another person who talks to you. You may find another person who laughs with you. But finding someone who sees through you, understands your darkness, protects your secrets, and transforms your inner world, that is rare, and that is why Scorpio is irreplaceable. The second irreplaceable zodiac sign is Cancer. Cancer is often called emotional, sensitive, caring, nurturing, and protective. But those words are too simple for the kind of emotional power Cancer carries. Cancer is not just emotional. Cancer is emotionally intelligent. Cancer understands feelings in a way that many people cannot explain. Cancer is irreplaceable because they have the ability to make people feel safe. And emotional safety is one of the rarest things in the world. Many people can make you laugh. Many people can give you advice. Many people can spend time with you. But not everyone can make you feel emotionally safe enough to be vulnerable. Not everyone can sit with your pain without judging it. Not everyone can notice when your voice sounds different. Not everyone can remember the little emotional details that others forget. Cancer does. Cancer has a powerful emotional memory. They remember what matters to you. They remember what scares you. They remember what broke your heart. They remember what makes you happy, what makes you quiet, and what makes you feel loved. That is why Cancer's love feels personal. They do not love people in a general way. When Cancer cares, they often care through attention. They may check on you without being asked. They may bring up something you mentioned weeks ago. They may protect you from people who do not have good intentions. They may create comfort when your life feels chaotic. Cancer's irreplaceable gift is the feeling of home. And home is not always a house. Sometimes home is a person who understands your silence. Sometimes home is someone who lets you rest without needing to explain why you are tired. Sometimes home is someone who sees the softest version of you and does not use it against you. But Cancer is also easily taken for granted. Because they care so naturally, people sometimes assume they will always be there. They assume Cancer will keep forgiving, keep giving, keep checking in, keep holding everything together emotionally. but Cancer has limits. When Cancer feels unappreciated, they retreat. When they feel emotionally unsafe, they close their shell. When they feel betrayed, they may forgive slowly or not at all. And once Cancer pulls back emotionally, people often realize how much warmth they have been receiving. That is the painful part. Many people do not understand Cancer's value until the comfort disappears. They do not realize how powerful Cancer's emotional presence was until no one else notices the details. No one else checks in the same way, and no one else makes them feel that safe. Cancer is irreplaceable because they love in a way that reaches the inner child. They make people feel protected, remembered, and emotionally held. In a world where so many people feel unseen, Cancer sees. In a world where so many people feel alone, Cancer creates belonging, and that kind of love is not easy to replace. The third irreplaceable zodiac sign is Virgo. Virgo may not always be the first sign people think of when they hear the word irreplaceable. That is because Virgo's power is not always dramatic. Virgo does not always seek the spotlight. Virgo does not always express love with grand speeches or emotional intensity. But Virgo's value is found in the details, and details are where real care often lives. Virgo is irreplaceable because Virgo improves everything they touch. They notice what needs attention. They see what is out of place. They recognize problems before they become disasters. They remember the small things that other people ignore. A Virgo may not always say, "I love you" in the most romantic way. But they may show it by helping you fix a problem. They may remind you of something important. They may notice when you are overworking yourself. They may give you practical advice. They may organize something, plan something, research something, or quietly make your life easier. That is Virgo's love language, effort. Virgo cares through usefulness. They want to help. They want things to work. They want you to be okay not just emotionally, but practically. They think about what can be improved, what can be prevented, what can be solved, and what can be made better. This is why Virgo becomes irreplaceable in people's lives. They are often the person who keeps things from falling apart. The person who remembers what everyone else forgot. The person who catches the mistake before it becomes expensive. The person who gives honest feedback when others only flatter you. The person who pushes you because they see your potential. But Virgo is also deeply misunderstood. People may call Virgo critical, picky, overthinking, or hard to please. And yes, Virgo can be very analytical. They can notice flaws quickly. They can struggle with perfectionism. They can be hard on themselves and sometimes hard on others, but often, Virgo's criticism comes from care. They do not point things out because they want to destroy you. They point things out because they want things to improve. Virgo sees what something could become, and sometimes that vision makes them impatient with what it currently is. The rare thing about Virgo is that they do not just love your fantasy self. They care about your real life. Your health. Your habits. Your decisions. Your responsibilities. Your future. They want you to become better, stronger, cleaner, wiser, and more stable, and when Virgo leaves, people often feel the difference in a very practical way. Suddenly, no one remembers the details. No one gives the same honest advice. No one notices the small cracks. No one helps fix what is broken before it collapses. Virgo is irreplaceable because they bring order to chaos. They may not always be loud, but they are often essential. They are the quiet support system, the hidden problem solver, the careful observer, and the person whose care shows up in action. And in a world full of empty words, Virgo's consistent effort is rare. The fourth irreplaceable zodiac sign is Aquarius. Aquarius is different. And that difference is not just a personality trait, it is their power. Aquarius does not usually think like everyone else. They question things. They challenge normal expectations. They look at society, relationships, people, and life from unusual angles. Where others follow tradition, Aquarius asks why. Where others accept limits, Aquarius imagines something new. Where others stay inside familiar patterns, Aquarius looks toward the future. Aquarius is irreplaceable because they expand your mind. Not everyone can do that. Some people make you comfortable. Some people make you emotional. Some people make you feel secure. But Aquarius makes you think. They make you question what you believed. They introduce you to ideas you may never have considered. They show you that life does not have to be lived according to the same rules everyone else follows. This is why Aquarius can feel unforgettable. Their presence often brings a sense of mental electricity. Conversations with Aquarius can go from simple to profound very quickly. They may talk about the future, humanity, technology, freedom, identity, society, creativity, or the meaning of life. They are often drawn to ideas bigger than themselves, but Aquarius is also misunderstood because they do not always express emotion in expected ways. They may seem detached. They may need space. They may not always respond with dramatic emotion. They may process feelings through logic first. They may love people deeply, but still need independence. Some people mistake this for coldness. But Aquarius is not necessarily cold. Aquarius simply values freedom, both for themselves and for others. They do not want love that feels like control. They do not want connection that destroys individuality. They want people to be authentic, honest, and free. That is one of Aquarius's most irreplaceable qualities. They can help people become more themselves. They do not usually want to trap you inside expectations. They want you to think, grow, question, and evolve. Aquarius is the friend who tells you that you do not have to fit in. The partner who challenges your old beliefs. The thinker who sees possibilities where others see problems. The outsider who understands what it feels like to be different. The visionary who can sense where things are going before everyone else catches up. And when Aquarius leaves, people often realize something strange. They may not miss constant emotional attention, because Aquarius may not have offered that in a traditional way. What they miss is the perspective. The originality. The strange conversations. The feeling that life was bigger, wider, and more interesting when Aquarius was around. Aquarius is irreplaceable because they do not just enter your life, they open a window in your mind. And once you see the world differently, you cannot completely go back to how you saw it before. Now here is the most surprising part. Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, and Aquarius seem very different from each other. Scorpio is deep and intense. Cancer is soft and protective. Virgo is practical and precise. Aquarius is independent and visionary. At first, they do not seem like they belong in the same group. But they share one powerful thing: they change people in ways that last. Scorpio changes people through truth. Scorpio forces you to face what is real. They reveal hidden emotions, hidden motives, hidden fears, and hidden desires. They transform you by taking you deeper than you expected to go. Cancer changes people through care. Cancer reminds you what it feels like to be emotionally safe. They soften the heart. They create comfort. They help people feel loved in the places where they once felt abandoned. Virgo changes people through improvement. Virgo helps you become more aware, more responsible, more prepared, and more grounded. They may challenge you, but they often help you build a better life. Aquarius changes people through perspective. Aquarius breaks mental limits. They show you that there is another way to think, another way to live, another way to be yourself. That is the common thread: transformation. These signs are irreplaceable because they do not just fill space. They leave evidence. After Scorpio, you know yourself more deeply. After Cancer, you understand emotional safety. After Virgo, your life may become more organized and intentional. After Aquarius, your mind may never return to its old limits, and that is what makes someone unforgettable. It is not just how they look. It is not just how charming they are. It is not just how exciting they seem at first. It is what remains after they are gone. Some people are remembered for a moment. These signs are remembered because they leave a permanent imprint. One of the most painful truths about irreplaceable people is that they are often appreciated too late. When Scorpio is present, people may complain that Scorpio is too intense or too suspicious. But when Scorpio is gone, they miss having someone who saw through the lies, cared deeply, and demanded real loyalty. When Cancer is present, people may take their kindness for granted. They may assume Cancer will always be there to comfort, forgive, and understand. But when Cancer finally protects their own heart and steps back, people suddenly feel the absence of that warmth. When Virgo is present, people may get annoyed by their advice, their standards, or their attention to detail. But when Virgo is gone, they realize how much support was hidden inside those details. They realize Virgo was not criticizing to harm them. Virgo was trying to help them grow. When Aquarius is present, people may think they are too strange, too detached, or too independent. But when Aquarius leaves, they realize no one else made them think that deeply. No one else opened their mind in the same way. No one else gave them that sense of freedom. This is why recognizing people's value while they are still present is so important. Some energies do not come twice. Some people cannot be replaced just because someone new appears. A new person can take a seat, but they cannot always bring the same depth. A new person can have conversations, but they cannot always bring the same understanding. A new person can give attention, but they cannot always give the same emotional impact. Irreplaceable people are not always easy to love. Sometimes they require patience. Sometimes they require maturity. Sometimes they force us to become more honest, more sensitive, more responsible, or more open-minded. But that is exactly why they matter. They do not let us stay the same. Being irreplaceable does not mean everyone will understand you. It does not mean everyone will appreciate you. It does not mean people will always treat you with the value you deserve. In fact, many irreplaceable signs go through life feeling misunderstood. Scorpio may wonder why people fear their depth instead of appreciating their loyalty. Cancer may wonder why people take their care but do not always return it. Virgo may wonder why people reject their help until everything falls apart. Aquarius may wonder why people call them strange before realizing they were simply ahead of their time. But the truth is, rare energy is not always recognized by everyone. Some people only understand surface-level connection. Some people do not know what to do with emotional depth. Some people are uncomfortable with real care. Some people resist growth. Some people fear originality. That does not make these signs less valuable. It only means their value is not for everyone. The right people will understand Scorpio's loyalty. The right people will protect Cancer's heart. The right people will appreciate Virgo's effort. The right people will respect Aquarius's uniqueness. And if you are one of these signs, this is your reminder: do not shrink your rare qualities just because someone failed to recognize them. Your depth is not too much for the right people. Your sensitivity is not weakness. Your standards are not a flaw. Your difference is not something to hide. The qualities that make you hard to understand may also be the qualities that make you unforgettable. So, the 4 zodiac signs that are truly irreplaceable are Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, and Aquarius. Scorpio is irreplaceable because they bring emotional depth, fierce loyalty, and transformation. They do not just connect with people, they reveal truth and change them from within. Cancer is irreplaceable because they bring emotional safety, protection, and a feeling of home. They remember what others forget and love in ways that make people feel deeply seen. Virgo is irreplaceable because they bring practical care, consistency, and quiet support. They improve lives through effort, honesty, detail, and dedication. Aquarius is irreplaceable because they bring originality, vision, and a completely different way of seeing the world. They open minds, challenge limits, and encourage authenticity. These signs are not perfect. No sign is. But their impact is rare. They leave something behind that people do not easily forget. Now I want to hear from you. What is your zodiac sign, and do you think your sign deserves to be on this list? Are you a Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, or Aquarius? Or do you believe another zodiac sign is just as irreplaceable? Write your zodiac sign in the comments and tell me what makes your sign unforgettable. And if you enjoy deep zodiac personality videos like this, make sure to subscribe for more videos about hidden traits, dark sides, emotional patterns, and relationship behavior of every zodiac sign.